really good Little League pitchers. Big guys, too, in Lee and Law that are facing off against each other.
I like seeing those two in game 2.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you get the big matchup game 1, and you're not quite sure exactly what everybody's going to have game 2. But 2 of their best are out there. 2 games in the regional for Drew Law, 2 earned runs. He punched out 18 in 6 1/3.
Speaking of really good pitchers, here's Chris Archer. And he, along with a couple of the other Pittsburgh Pirates, including Brian Reynolds there, taking pictures with the kids, and they'll sort of make their way past Volunteer Stadium down there on the right. Take a look at Clint Hurdle being interviewed by your guy Eric Burns for the MLB Network.
Burnsy going long sleeves and no undershirt today on a day it's going to be 90. Attaboy.
Clint Hurdle has a history too in this area. He worked in this area years and years ago, so he is familiar with it. Joe Madden grew up about 70 miles from here and never got to Williamsport. So he's ecstatic about the opportunity as well. Chase Opsgarten leads things off, the shortstop, and Drew Law behind 2-0. Brady Yates on deck, hit a home run the other night. Haven't been many home runs hit here at Lomedy yet. 2-1. The only home run was from Yates. Yeah, the Williamsport Bills. That's Clint when he was a manager there. He's been with the Pirates for a long time. The Pirates, of course, in the first half were one of the teams to keep an eye on. They have struggled in the second half. Back up the middle with some topspin, and Chase Opsgarten aboard for Virginia.
Chase, busy man so far in this one. A couple ground ball outs in the first inning, then leads it off with a single right back up the middle.
And it gets tough early, especially when you're dealing with this Virginia team. Coming out of that difficult Southeast region, Brady Yates, 5'8", 127. That's a fastball framed, but a little high. He's 2 for 3 with a 2-run home run in the only game that he played. And one of a handful of kids that like the Washington Nationals on that team that's located about 30 miles from D.C. Opsgarten's going to head down to second base on a pass ball. So the hard-hitting Burnsy question, one piece of advice you would give for Little Leaguers. It's like eavesdropping.
You can use that one later.
I may. Because you know Archer is such a well-thought-out person, he will give you a good answer. And what a scene that is, huh? The yellow tape that allows them to parade through, and look at all the baseball fans. And they are baseball fans that have shown up here in Williamsport. And Law walks Yates, and now it's really getting sticky with Justin Lee coming to the plate.
We should be walking in here any minute.
Great look from behind. That is Lomedy Stadium that they're heading towards, and a sea of baseball fans welcoming the Pirates. And it's amazing. Once you find out your team, meaning the Pirates and in this case the Chicago Cubs, are going to be here, how many people then from those areas and fans of those teams say, I need to get to Williamsport? Maybe as close as I get to my Pirates or my Cubs.
Tell you what, if you get in the doors tonight, you're going to be really close.
Oh, yeah.
What's it hold? 3,500 maybe?
Very small, intimate facility. Yeah, you're right on top of them.
Yeah.
2 on for Justin Lee. And he hits one in the hole. Opsgarten is being waved in. And now he turns the brakes on, and now we got runners. Opsgarten and Yates between second and third. And back he goes. Oh, what a scoop over there at third by Brett Bittner. Wow, that was close. Bittner with that glove prevents 2 runs from scoring.
All right, now this is like Little League baseball in your own little hometown.
Right.
This is the stuff that you see on Saturdays starting in April every year, and I love this, okay? So it ties him up, single to left field from Lee. So we're going to hold the base runner at third, but not everybody knows it quite yet. So we're moving at second, we're moving at first. Lee's on his way back. Do we go home? No, we don't. Good pick at third to keep everybody there, and just like that, it's just a single to left, and the base is loaded.
And the bases are loaded. So as the Pirates continue to make their way towards Lomedy and around Lomedy and up to the Grove to interact with some of the kids, Colton Hicks got a chance to make an impression here with the bases loaded and nobody out in the first. Breaking ball, and he fouls it off, and he's behind 0-2. Big spot for Drew Law here early in this one for Minnesota on the mound. Once again here, because the bats are a little different and the kids are 10 to 12, the outfielders are playing pretty shallow, but this is number 4 hitter on this team. And there is some power, but he's punched out. And a big out and a big strikeout from Drew Law. And so as Kyle said, every Little League season you get a chance to see a play like we just saw. Listen to the third base coach just a moment ago.
Come on! Stop! Go! Stay here! No! Back! Get up!
Yes. Come on. Go. Stop.
Stay. Yes.
Get back. Oh, I've done the same thing. Coach third base for the first time and you realize how many things are going on. I know that feeling.
Liam Thien. Strike. And Drew Law is up against it. Thien 1 for 3 with an RBI. So bases loaded, nobody out. Now bases loaded, 1 out. Corners are in, middle infield back, and there's a swing and a miss.
That was quick.
They've already made it to the Grove. Good for them, smart too, and let's get into our comfort zone. Adam Frazier up there. Fouled off back here. Frazier hanging out with the kids from Oregon. And of course, Oregon, one of those communities in which you don't have a Major League Baseball team really very close to you. So they're getting a chance to interact with the big leaguer. And Drew Law putting on a big league show at 1-2. That one is ripped center field. No one's going to get it. Thien sends it to the wall. Obstgarten scores. Yates score. Here comes Justin Lee and a 3-run double for Liam Thien.
Liam Thien, part of that 3-pitcher no-hitter for Virginia in the opener. Watch how this starts. Watch the center fielder shift it all the way over to right center field. And watch the swing. Ball just driven out to center field. Playing normal depth, he may have a chance to catch that one, at least cut it off, but not there. All the way to the wall. Liam clears the bases. Virginia strikes first, 3 on that swing right there.
This is just what Virginia did in their first win. They got a 3 spot, and then they started using their pitchers and taking them out and bringing them back in. You mentioned Thien, so they used 3, and all of them are available already today. A really, really good start for Virginia. And Drew Law managed to get that 1 out of Colton Hicks, and then Thien beat him with a double. This is Joe Ross, the left fielder. Bunts it back to us. So maybe there's something to it. They're wearing the Pirates colors. Well, you can see the Pirates and some of their players. Stephen Brault up there doing a. This is your game. You and Cornhole and Omaha.
Yeah, you got to at least. You got to get halfway home.
Here we go. We had one there. Look out. That was right on him and it hit him. So Joe Ross had squared the bunt and it got him on that right arm. He's kind of shaking it off to the best he can. So the question is, did it hit him? Because he's picking up his bat like he's not going anywhere. Now, if he offered it the pitch and they called a strike, then it's a strike. And you take a look at some of the Pirate players that have made their way into Lamity Stadium, and the big fella Josh Bell is making his way up here, so he's going to join us in the booth and get his first impressions of Lamity Stadium and how this trip has been and what this day has been all about. And it's got different meanings, obviously, for the people, and their perspectives are a little different. The little kids and little leaguers, they want to win the game. How about Ross after getting plunked on that bunt, which was called a strike, just hacks at that next first pitch, but he offered it that.
Oh, foul ball.
Yeah, off of his own arm. Off speed, little high.
How you doing, buddy? All right? You good? You got a hat?
How about Clint Hurdle? Wow. He's sitting down there. He's got a good seat.
Bert, want to say hi?
We got our guy Josh Bell up here. The first thing he does is throw his phone on just to make sure he can capture all this. And what an incredible sight it is. And we may actually have a pitching change. So what are you doing? You're working on the phone?
Trying to get some pictures.
Get some pictures. I don't blame you.
All right, we're on your fastball. That's all right. We're gonna try to see if we can change it up. We're gonna go with the lefty. Okay. Hey, this game's not over. All right, it's only the first inning. Okay. It happens to the best of the best. All right. Defense. Got 1-2 down. Let's get this final out. Let's go hit. Okay. Once you go to left field. All right. Dylan.
All right, so they're making a pitching change, and Drew Law, look, if they lose, they're going to be right back at it tomorrow, and they'll be able to use Drew Law tomorrow. So they're going to bring in a lefty. We're going to bring in Josh Bell here, who joins us in the booth. Hi, big fella. Haven't seen you since the Home Run Derby. So first impression, give me it.
Oh, man, it's a lot to take in. A lot of kids. Looks like they're having a lot of fun out there on that hill.
Right.
But beautiful day for baseball. Can't wait to watch.
What do you think? Have you seen Little League games, obviously? What do you think of the field and the complex?
Oh, it's great. We came here a couple of years ago, got to soak it all in then, so it's cool to be back. Awesome to watch, the kids play and hopefully put on a good show for us.
What do you remember about it then? I mean, were you talking to kids a ton, or what stuck out from the last trip?
Honestly, we took a bus ride in. We got off the plane, got on the bus, and I expected kids to be like, so what's your secret? How do you get to the big leagues? And kids are just like, oh, let's take a picture for Instagram. Will you follow me? What's your Snapchat? But, kids are just having fun right now. They're playing the game that they love, that I love, and they're not too worried about anything else in the future.
You know what the biggest difference is between a couple of years ago and now?
It's
you and what you've been able to do over the last couple of years. Is it to people now, do you think, is there a recognition like, home run derby guy, maybe best player in the Pirates compared to what it was a few years ago for you?
Yeah, it was cool. A couple of years ago I was just a rookie.
Right.
I was playing behind Kutch and, Josh Harrison, Jordy Mercer. So it's cool to be one of their faces, coupled with Marte and Vasquez. So it's awesome to be, all-star.
Put this whole season into perspective. I mean, what's it been like from opening day until this point?
A bit of a roller coaster ride. I had a ton of injuries. Jameson Talion just went down. We're not going to get him back until 2021. So, for the most part, Polanco came back, ended up getting hurt again. So hopefully we see him in a couple of weeks. But we're just missing, key aspects in our game.
What do you got on Brian Reynolds so far?
Guy's lights out. I always call him a video game player. He's one of those guys, both sides of the plate. He's putting the ball in play every at-bat. Great outfield, great instincts on the base pass. Young cat, but he plays like a veteran.
All right, so Dylan Bloom is on the mound. We saw a picture of you there in your Little League outfit. What do you remember about your Little League? I've read stories from Bryant and Madden and a couple of the Cubs. And the things that stick with you from your Little League are kind of funny. What do you remember about Middle League as Maddie Frecking, our lone girl in the Little League World Series, goes back and makes the play? Think about some of those memories. We'll come back, JB, and we'll talk about that. As they put a 3-spot up. Good start for Virginia. And a huge day for the World Series game today. 3-zip, and what makes today so special, things like that. The Pittsburgh Pirates up there playing a little cornhole. That's Kevin Newman. And the kids from Oregon enjoying some time up in the Grove. Hands go up from Stephen Brault. And down here, we are delighted to have Josh Bell in the booth with Kyle Peterson and me, Carl Ravitch. So I'm looking out here, and we're talking about pitching. You've already said the Japan team looks good. Are the games on in the clubhouse? Do you pay attention to this stuff?
Oh, yeah. I mean, baseball's always on in the clubhouse, and right now it's Little League World Series 24/7, so there's always a game to watch. And it's a lot of competition. It's fun baseball for sure.
Does it bring you back? Because I remember reading up on you for the home run derby. So your dad would kind of throw to you, and there was a fence or something, and if you hit it over the fence, we're going out to dinner, things like that. Is that right?
My dad had a pitching machine growing up, so we're always in the backyard, and if I hit 10 home runs out of 10 tries or something like that, we play our own little home run derby. I could pick wherever we were going out to eat, and if not, he would pick. It was a win-win for me as a kid,
Exactly.
but I was just happy to be in the backyard.
You get a hit, you're going out to eat either way. That's not all that bad.
This is Wyatt Myers. So as you watch this, do you remember when you were 11 and 12 years old, and how would you think you would fit in here? You'd be the star of these teams?
Honestly, I don't think I really separated myself until I was a teenager. I was, shortstop, third base, pitched a little bit, caught a little bit. I feel like, for the most part, all these kids can play all over the diamond. But you get a little bit older, you start, being more specific at where you're playing. But, right now these kids look like super athletic, and they're making diving catches and ready to go wherever they're at.
We've been talking about this a little bit. Did you play any other sports in high school or growing up?
Speaking of diving
Nice
catches.
catch, he used to bare hands.
Basketball. I ran a little track, played a little soccer, but if you had asked me at 12 what I was going to be when I grew up, I would say basketball player 100%. I thought I was going number 1 overall in basketball, but things didn't work out. I was way better at baseball.
It's worked out. It's maybe a little different route, but
didn't have a jump shot at all.
You were Zion Williamson before Zion Williamson?
I wish I had jumps like that, but that kid's incredible.
I like it because there's so often with kids right now, you got to play one sport. You got to play one sport. When you talk to a lot of guys, it's you didn't play one sport growing up.
No, I feel like you look across our team right now. You got Kyle Crick, that was the outside linebacker in high school, and that's Texas. So that's
right.
He probably could have played in college ball, but he was throwing 96 at 16. So things changed. But for the most part, everybody. I mean, you look at our Latino players; they're playing soccer until they're 18 too. So you gotta cross train. You gotta stay athletic in different facets of different games, and that's what helps people get to the next level.
Well, we can talk about it all the time, but when somebody like Josh Bell says it, that really should echo at home as you and your little leaguers are going out to the ball fields thinking about how much baseball we want to play balanced with other sports, football, basketball, and soccer. We'll let you go here in a second. I'm just curious, when did you start to see, at what age, pitching velocity where you were like, ooh, okay, this is a little different than what we're used to?
My dad would always move me up. So if I were playing too well in a squad, he'd move me up in age group. So I'd say I was 15 playing on 16 and 17-year-old teams, and that's when guys started throwing 88, 90, and I was like, oh my gosh,
okay.
I got to use a 32-inch bat now. I can't be using a 33.
Well, thanks so much for being a part of this day.
Awesome.
It's really important for the kids, and we're delighted you're here.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
Good luck tonight. Enjoy the game.
Awesome.
Look forward to watching Josh tonight at the MLB Little League Classic as he joins us here at the Little League World Series and now get a chance to go and talk to some of the players. Again, there you go. I mean, we can talk all you want about playing other sports, but Josh Bell, beautiful.
It can't be said enough. It just cannot be said enough. This idea that you got to do one, you got to do one, you got to do one. Guy thinks he's going to play in the NBA.
Right, a number 1 pick.
I mean, Crick's a linebacker in high school in Texas. Yeah, it's just, it all matters. Play them all. We got a text yesterday from Dan McDonald, the head coach of Louisville, in the middle of the game, saying the exact same thing. He was watching the Kentucky team. They recruit athletes.
Amen. Preach. That's the word that Dan McDonald used. Preach. Justin Lee has picked up another strikeout. How about mechanics and all those things?
Pretty clean.
Pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty clean. I mean, watch that front side come all the way down through. All the momentum goes through that front leg and spins off a little bit towards first base. But first and foremost, a lot of people talk about landing in a fielding position. Put everything towards home plate. If you can land in a great fielding position, great. But your job is to make the pitch.
Yeah.
Let's make the pitch first, and if the momentum takes you a little bit out of fielding position, so be it.
That's what I thought our guy did so well yesterday. The Pfeffernutter, Owen Pfeffer.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, was he in a great position after he delivered that ball. Swing and a miss from Tyler Phillips. You can also, as you begin to watch this game, mixed in with the Major League players from Pittsburgh, there's some strategy going on here for the Northwest. You take out Law because you're down 3-0 to a team that's already thrown a no-hitter. And we got to start to keep our eye on tomorrow as well as today.
It's similar to what the kids from New Orleans did in their opener when they were down.
Yeah,
knowing that they're playing Hawaii, you get down and you're thinking, okay, well, they're going to beat us twice, and obviously it's a tall task today. Let's make sure that we're in line. You come back and win, great, but if not, we're still in a good spot.
You mentioned that team.
That's a good spot, too.
That's a great one. New Orleans will take on the loser of this game tomorrow. Minnesota is 0 for its last 20, but the Berg is in the house. Pittsburgh has come to Williamsport. And that guy, one of our favorites, Chris Archer, will join us in the booth as we continue. Big leaguers at the Little League World Series. And Chris Archer and company up early to make this happen. Chris is with Julie Foudy.
All right, Chris. Chris just said to me, remember, I am not a rookie. I got this.
He's not
Chris,
a TV rookie.
He's not a TV rookie. This is your first time here, though, to Williamsport. What do you think of it?
It's a very special venue. Definitely one of a kind. These kids are so lucky.
Yeah, right? What about when you were playing at this age? What do you remember of those days?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. When I was 12 years old in our league championship game, I hit a big homer off my friend Haston McDermott. But the point is, like, these kids will never forget this time. Like, I still remember the times when I was 11 and 12 years old. They stuck with me. These kids are definitely going to remember this, no doubt.
And they're going to remember meeting you all. I think it's best TV if we get out of the way, you take a mic. You know the first rule of journalism, never relinquish the mic. I'm giving it to you, brother. You got Lucas Tanis next to you, rock star from last night. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, you go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, cool. All right, we got Lucas here. He's supposed to be a superstar. Hey, whoa. Are we live? Oh, we're live. Oh, wow, I'm really nervous right now. Lucas.
Not a rookie.
What city, what town are you guys from?
We're from Barrington, Rhode Island.
Okay, and who's your favorite musical artist?
I guess I like Drake sometimes.
All right, what's your favorite Drake song? And can we hear a couple lyrics? We gotta hear a couple lyrics, bro.
I guess
Okay, hold on. So you're not a singer, but I did hear that you're a tap dancer. Can we see a couple moves? Come on, bro. Show us a couple tap moves. Come on. Do it. Let's go. Show us, bro. Come on, man. Show us some tap moves. Show us some tap moves. Hey!
Uh-oh, blew a tire.
Nice job, dude. Nice job. Thank you for doing that. Let me get a pound, bro. Yeah, there we go. All right. We got a new player over here. Sit down. Right here. What's your name, bro?
Owen,
Owen, what position you play?
pitcher and center.
What's your fastball velocity coming in at today? These days?
70.
That's cheese, bro. You throw a 4-seam, 2-seam, what do you throw? Curveball, changeup, what?
Only fastball, curveball.
No changeup. Hey man, if you threw a CG last night? Let me get some nugs, kid. Awesome, so y'all won last night, I guess. Lucas over here had a big game. You had a big game. What are y'all doing today? Just chilling out?
Yeah, just hanging out.
Did you work out? Did you run? You do your conditioning today?
No.
All right, well, you need to go run the hill right now. Get your conditioning in, all right?
All right.
All right, let's get your other teammate on. Take a seat, buddy. What's your name?
James,
James. What position do you play?
third base.
Third base. Did you have a good game last night too?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I mean, the team won, so that's a good game, right? What are you gonna do today? Like when you're at home, you gonna play Fortnite? You gonna get on Instagram, Snapchat? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Just gonna chill out, watch TV.
What are you watching these days? What show you watching?
Family Guy.
Family Guy. Who's your favorite character on there?
Stewie.
Can you drop me a Stewie quote for all the viewers? No? Okay. At least he's honest. We still going?
We still going? You're fine.
Who's your favorite artist right now? Lucas said he was a big Drake guy. Who's your favorite?
Lil TJ.
Who?
Lil TJ.
I can't keep up. I'm starting to age out of these little young rappers. What songs he sing?
Brothers.
Can you spit me a couple bars from Brothers? Come on, Lucas, dance for us.
What do you got?
All right. So who's playing today? Do you know these teams?
Southeast, Midwest.
They any good?
Yeah.
Who'd y'all beat last night?
Kentucky.
All right.
Sir.
Really?
Chris, you can send it back to Carl.
Hey, Carl, I miss you. You better talk to me today. I'm sending it back to you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Anytime, my man.
That was
Archer's
beautiful.
done a lot of work with us. He's beautiful.
Oh,
Personality and a lot of it.
just foul. So I remember I was doing sidelines years ago here, and I learned real quickly that if you ask a question that gives an opportunity for a one-word answer, you're
gonna get
probably
one.
going to get the one-word answer.
Yep.
It happens sometimes.
Oh, there are courses
that
on
was awesome.
asking questions and follow-up questions, but he was digging
great.
deep. He was digging deep.
He did great.
And he's a real good representative of Major League Baseball and what they're after. Carson Tim, this is a brutal play, and he doesn't get it. Now that it's Matty Frecking. As we play the bottom of the second inning, and Virginia already up 3-0. Noah Culpepper led this inning off with a single. And now we're back to the top of the order in Chase Opsgarden. Matty Coleman reached via a walk, so 2 on. And Opsgarden looks at that one outside. That did, though, speak to how quickly times change, in that Archer's really in touch with what's going on in the music scene, and these guys are introducing names he's unfamiliar with. Right field off the bat of Opsgarden, and it goes to the wall, and he's chasing down a lot of guys. He's going to have to put the brakes on at second as Culpepper touches home. A double for Chase Opsgarden. He's 2 for 2. It's a good team here.
Yeah, and it starts right at the top for Opsgarden. Started this game with a single, came around to score. Now second at bat, just about went up one hopper to the wall out in right center field. Then we're playing follow the leader. Not quite sure how far it could go. Good reads out there just to make sure nobody got run off a base. But the first 3 have now reached for Virginia here in the second.
And it doesn't get any easier for Dylan Bloom on the mound. Brady Yates to be followed by Justin Lee. Dylan looks into his dugout, gives a thumbs up. Ready to go on the first pitch, a little high, ball 1. Virginia already has had 7 at-bats with runners in scoring position. And Yates has the only home run at Lomedy. Oof. We got a real great opportunity the other day when Minnesota was playing to get to know Dylan, his wonderful mom Jen, and his dad, who's one of the coaches out here. Greg Bloom is the manager, and Jen had just had some bone transplants and things to deal with cancer, and was just given the green light to get back and travel, and she was here. And during the interview with Julie, Dylan was on base and he was knocked in, and there were so many emotions that came out of Jen and why she was meant to be here in that moment. Then it was a terrific emotional moment, and so happy to see that Jen is doing a lot better. As she said, Greg was a single parent while she was in the hospital for a long time. And there is Greg, and the love between the 2 parents and the family, and the support that she got from Greg while she was in the hospital and the community. Fabulous. This one to center field. Alfin's there, set to tag is Coleman. Here he comes. Throw is cut off, and into third base goes Opsgarden. So Brady Yates, RBI, another run comes in.
Yeah, you're right. You get up there.
Why am I leaving here?
No, I'm actually good. We can just kind of bring lunch in and just kind of let me know when it's game time.
Back here on the diamond, Justin Lee. A little tardy on that one, but boy, Justin, you good with the Fortnite dances?
I'm good watching them. Yeah, that's close enough. Got enough Fortnite going on at our house.
Nice.
Beauty. So while the Pirates are getting a chance to enjoy all of this, that's the airplane carrying the Chicago Cubs from Pittsburgh. And they have now touched down in Williamsport. Cubs got a win yesterday, much needed road win, lift their spirits, and they're only going to be lifted further by what they are about to experience here at the Little League World Series. Next year, the Red Sox and Orioles will be in town, but I will say that when you heard the Cubs were coming and you knew some of the personalities, including Javier Baez, who is listed by the most Little Leaguers here as the most popular player. Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, Joe Madden, as you see Rob Manfred, the commissioner of Major League Baseball. He and Steve Keen are really the two guys behind this initiative to see if we could bring Major League Baseball into an area in which you don't get a chance to see a ton of it. That one's outside. Lee will take the base.
Hey.
This is one of those events, this Little League Classic tonight, where it was such a no-brainer. And once you hear that it's happening, it's like, yeah, this should be here every year. And it celebrates baseball at its earliest moment. Obviously, guys that have reached the pinnacle of it. Different teams come in, get a chance to see it. But you're right. The Cubs coming in, the Red Sox coming in next year. That's just certain fan bases are a little bit different. Those two are.
First pitch called strike, trying to get in a rundown and not succeeding, but heading down to second base is Justin Lee. So two in scoring position in a 5-0 game. We got one out in the bottom of the second on this Major League Baseball day at the Little League World Series. Hicks struck out his first time up. He's the cleanup hitter on this team. Looks at another one outside. Liam Thien was the hero in the first. He had a base clearing double. That's how they got their 3. Fouled off. Dylan's doing a good job of staying away from the barrel of the bat. He's living on the outside corner. Just curious how aware are the players that when they look out and they see all the yellow in the crowd, that's the same color that the Southeast wears, but if they look on the third base line, that's where all the Pirates are sitting. And there's a lot of black and gold over there.
I think they're aware.
Oh, all right. That one hit the light. Thought we had a real chance, but it's not for lack of effort, KP. You were up and at him. How do you feel about your effort?
I'm a little bit disappointed in myself right now. You don't get that. You don't get that chance very often. And I just flat whiffed.
Well,
appreciate all the help you were providing, but
I had no chance. But I will say this: our statistician Mike Notaro, who didn't grade out very well last night, gave you a C+.
Well, I can tell you what he didn't get last night.
Here's one into the gap in right center field. That one's going to go to the wall, and that's going to bring in Opsgarden and Lee and another double. Man, Virginia keeps rolling along.
That's an A+ at bat right there. And you would talk about the ball being away, and this time Colton Hicks just takes that ball that's away, drives it into right center field. Watch the approach. Head right on it, lets that ball travel, then gets extension so that ball's really going to have some carry. That's what you do with the outside pitch. Take it the other way with authority, drives in 2, and Virginia, the offense is impressive so far.
Just fine.
Where am I going?
All right. So you're gonna go.
Can I get water?
You're gonna go to the left. All right. Go get water and pull wide at 2, man. You're on the mound. Okay.
All right. A unique opportunity coming up for us as well. For the first time since Monet Davis pitched, we're going to have Another girl pitch here at the Little League World Series. Maddie Frecking has the ball, so more history at the Little League World Series. Who is a girl, the first since Monet Davis, the 5th on the United States side. Got a chance to warm her up. Kyle Peterson's already given 2 thumbs up.
Like this move to home plate.
We got to deal with Liam Thien, and the first pitch for Maddie Frecking. Fastball, a little below the knees. 1 through 5 hitters for the Southeast have been terrific today. 5 for 6 with 5 runs and a couple of doubles. Thien had a 3-run double in the first. Breaking ball misses. Maddie Frecking, the only girl at the Little League World Series this year. She's played a very solid second base. Bats 9th for this team out of Coon Rapids, Andover. And a 2-0 in the dirt. That one's going to get away.
Make the turn.
3-0. How about this, though? You have the major leaguers watching a Little League World Series game, and you have Maddie Frecking on the mound. How cool is that? As you take a look at the airplane that the Chicago Cubs are about to disembark from. There you go. Maddie's going to get a chance to meet Monet tomorrow. I think Monet Davis is in town. Walk to Thien as the Pirates are already experience. We may have a mascot battle too when we get
keep those two apart.
Both over here. Chase Triplett's going to bat for the first time. First and third. See if Thien wants to get himself into a rundown and force a play from Minnesota. Good piece of hitting by Chase Triplett. Another run comes in. That the Brewers and Christian Yelich were Maddie's favorite player over Mike Trout. She just had a little Yelich experience there because that swing going the other way. So many of Yelich's hits go that way. Here's a good pitch and a strike to Brett Triplett.
Rich, it's all good. Don't worry.
All right, I'm with Maddie Frecking's dad, Rich. I can't even imagine as a parent right now, Rich, what you're going through.
Oh, I'm just taking it all in. This is a heck of an experience. I mean, she's just, you know, she's done so well this far, just playing second base. It's a lot to expect up on the mound, especially when we're in a little bit of a deficit here.
We've got brother Matthew here. We've got brother Evan, who also played baseball. You guys almost made it to this level last year as well, losing in the regional semifinals. Evan, what advice did you give her before the game?
Just got to have a lot of confidence on the mound, in the field, even up at bat. So also just have fun. That's the big piece about baseball.
That is the big piece about baseball. Ella, you're not going to miss out on this party too. Sister, who also plays baseball. How's that, watching her on the mound?
It's pretty fun watching her play.
Do you want to be out here one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. All right, enjoy the game. Congratulations. Great to see.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, congratulations is the right word to be able to do what Maddie is doing and do it at a high level. It's amazing, too. On that throw down to first, her head snapped to second where the base runner is. She is
wanted to see where the trail runner was.
So aware of what's going on. This one is beaten on the ground and a tough play. At first, you got it out. Wyatt Myers smothered it and was able to get the out at first on Brett Triplett.
This one may get looked at again right here. Watch that left foot on the bag just before the ball got there. I'm sure they'll review it. This one's probably going to get overturned. But I'm with you, Rev. I mean, the instincts, even on the ball that is thrown back to her when the base runners aren't going, immediately she's looking to see where the runner is on first, where the runner was on second, just to make sure nobody's moving.
Yeah, just a baseball player. That's what she is.
Yep.
So the call is out at first base. While they review that, we will send it live to the airport in Williamsport. How about this? Joe Madden and the Chicago Cubs getting off their plane. And just knowing David Ross, who of course is with us here, a member of the World Series winning Cubs a couple years ago, has reached out and talked to all of his former teammates and close friends on that team. He set the stage, and we'll see if what Rossi sold was actually underselling the entire experience.
Well, he's over there somewhere too. Rossi's going to ride over with him.
The Chicago Cubs get a chance on a rare Sunday during the regular season in which you're involved in huge races in both the NL Central and the NL Wild Card to enjoy something different. Bases loaded now. Matty Frecking situation, and Brody Harris looks at a ball called strike one. We got one out. How about a 1-2-3 double play here? How about a Frecking 1-2-3 double play? A little ground ball back to her.
And 0-2. Let's go same spot. That swing 0-1. Let's elevate to fastball 0-2.
Close. She's waiting for that first strikeout. Yeah, she's waiting for it. I agree with her. Thought she might have had one there too. And of course the bar raised so high by Monet Davis when it came to female pitchers. Off speed, that one close again. Brody Harris just ducked underneath that, so we're even 2-2 with the bases loaded. There you go.
That one's there.
Right down the middle, and a strikeout for Matty Frecking. And the second out of the inning. Good job, Matty.
The base is loaded too. This is the one you get the infield in. Yeah, two-seam. Both fingers right over it. You can see that action that's kind of moving down in the zone. Good job by Drew Law, the catcher, to go out and get it far as he can to try to get that strike at the bottom part of the zone.
On a historical day with the major leaguers in town, more history being made here. Victoria Roach in '84, the first girl to play. Victoria Brucker, the first to start a game. Monet, the first pitcher to win a game. That was the history of the girls at the Little League World Series. But that one looked like a foul ball off her foot.
Yeah.
But Matty Frecking is off the mound to make the play. Terrific high five, well deserved, and a tremendous bare hand play.
Bases loaded, one out.
Love it.
We're going to go punch out to get to 2 outs. Matty Frecking, who usually plays second base, so she can feel the position wherever she goes. Bare hand, get the closest out to end the inning. That a girl right there. Strikeout, take care of the rest of the inning yourself. And here come the Cubs.
Jason Hayward, he is off the plane, and
he won. Bowman Field's a little bit different now than it was in '91. But I'm hanging with my guys today here, man.
Who do we got? Who do we got?
Well, first of all, we got Jeffrey, we got William, and we got Derek. They're all from the boot from Louisiana.
Hey, what is I know this is your second time here doing the Major League Baseball Classic. What do you tell the players about this experience?
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we've gotten to do twice. And I think the first year there was a little apprehension. Nobody had ever done it. You're traveling the day of the game. Everything's so serious. And then once they got here, the players stole their hearts. The environment, the atmosphere. It just takes you back to your roots. It's so cool. So our guys are already having a blast.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, I don't know how many opportunities you get in your lifetime to ask a manager some questions. Should I hand you the mic? What do you think? William, you want to start? All right, brother, here you go.
How do you manage all these players and how do you
It's just like herding cats. It's kind of like herding cats. It's kind of like your manager has to do with a bunch of young guys. I'm trying like a GPS system. I recalculate, I redirect. I just kind of, and that little voice in the background. You're driving off the road, get back on the road. Time to pull over and get some gas. I just try and love on them, support them, and encourage them. Sometimes you got to love them tough. Sometimes you just got to encourage them and love them up.
Jeffrey, what you got?
How many contracts do you manage in a year?
Oh my gosh.
These are hard-hitting.
Well, every player has a contract. So I got 25 players at any one time on the team. Every coach has a contract. We got about 10 of those. Clubhouse, trainers. There might be about 40 guys that I'm in charge of in the clubhouse during the course of a season. So I gotta keep my eyes on a lot of things.
Derek, what you got?
Is it fun managing the team? Like, how is it?
Give him the mic, though.
You know, it is fun. My job, I try and stay out of the way. When they're going good and they're playing well, I just need to get out of the way and let them go. I have to get a little bit more involved maybe when we're not fundamentally sound, when we're making some mistakes. But basically, it's like a parent. You know, you let your kids go out in the backyard and you let them play. And every once in a while you pull them inside and say, hey, you ever think about trying this? Hey, what about that? I saw you do that, or that was really good. Now next time maybe we can add a little bit more to it. But try and stay positive, stay upbeat, tell them the truth, and don't stick your head in the sand when you make a mistake. Own it, be responsible for it.
Hey, Clint, and you know these Louisiana boys, as you were saying, have been doing well.
Yeah.
Any questions for them? You want to get any advice?
I do, because I asked him yesterday how important was the game, and I think somebody here said it was an elimination game. So were you nervous?
Not really.
If you would have lost, would you really have been eliminated from life? No. No, okay, so good. So it was just like a baseball elimination. I was a little concerned because I thought, man, the stakes are high in Little League now.
Yeah, right.
But was it, once you started playing, they all told me it was kind of cool and everything settled down. I told them it's not going to change. At 62, there's games I'm a little anxious before the game, but once the game starts, woo, everything settles down. Now, my man here is the bullpen catcher. So he's the hardest working guy on the club, because that's what I used to do in the major leagues. They didn't let me play sometimes. I had to go be the bullpen catcher. So Jeffrey's working hard. William plays third and pitches. Garrett plays second and pitches. They got big things in front of them. But one last question. I got a joke for you. What's a pirate's favorite letter in the alphabet?
P.
R.
Oh, man, and I thought I was the master of bad jokes. Clint might have me. Actually, that was pretty good. Actually, that's a good joke. Hey, Clint, you're seeing Maddie Frecking on the mound. What did you think of her?
Skills, and with no disrespect, but the last time I saw that much blonde hair throwing that hard, it was Syndergaard. He was bringing the heat. It's been fun to watch her. It's been kind of, I think I mentioned to you earlier, when I go in and out of the food room, we've seen their team play multiple times, and she's always involved in some kind of action. So I'm sure everybody back where she's from, proud of her. Proud of the whole group.
Yeah. Hey, best of luck tonight. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
That was great. We appreciate Clint Hurdle, Sharon, and yes, she's right back in the middle of the action, of course. Maddie Frecking, but that's only the third ball, not the fourth, so she'll come back before she gets to walk down to first.
It's kind of Maddie's world right now. You go punch out, make a play at home plate, 3 balls, just run down to first.
Should be enough.
Who knows? Unless they tell you to come back, you're all right.
That'd be good with Maddie getting a little hit here. Good 3-1 count. Tough pitcher on the mound in Lee. And popped it up. So Maddie is retired. And as the Pittsburgh Pirates enjoy their time here with the players for the next couple of minutes, and then they'll move on.
Dude, you're pitching great. You're pitching fantastic, okay? I don't care about that walk. It's no big deal, okay? Just, hey, take a little off if you have to. Listen to me. Lead with your hip. Stay strong glove side. Everything's right into his glove. Get that foot down and attack. Keep your elbow up. You're doing great, okay? You want to go a little bit longer? All right, you got this, baby. Let's go. We're good.
All right, you want to help
So Alan Bowden, of course, the manager, and here we are in the top of the 3rd inning. No hits for this team from Minnesota, and of course Rhode Island was their first opponent, and they didn't give up a hit then. So you conceivably are going through 2 games and not giving up a hit.
Usually works out okay.
Tend to win those games.
Yeah. We got in there.
You got Joe Madden in there, Anthony Rizzo in there, and then the kids from...
Bunch of kids from Italy with huge smiles.
Italy.
Team Canada in there.
Canada, yeah.
Coaches are going to jump in that too. You get Rizzo and Madden in there, you're gonna find a few coaches in the middle.
So again, the magic number, assuming that Virginia hangs on and wins this game, so that Lee would be allowed to start a game, and he continues to kind of stretch that back out, is that 50 pitch mark. Little League, of course, with their pitch rules and pitch counts, and when you are eligible to throw again. If he gets 50, he'll be able to pitch again on Wednesday, which is the next time the winner plays.
We had a few different thoughts there. Follow the glove, get the front foot down. Okay, now go get him.
There's a bunt that is fair.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yes,
indeed.
sir. Go get it.
Culpepper. How quick is he out of the gate with a little fist pump?
Right.
Preserving that no-hitter for this team. He was right on it. And a good arm. Hey, Brian Reynolds, one of the best hitters in the National League, is going to jump.
I've just been, trying to ride it ever since.
How'd you find out? I always like to know how people found out.
I was laying in bed. It was probably 12:15. I was
in the afternoon.
AM or PM?
Oh, okay. I just want to clarify because it's pro ball. Some guys are laying in bed at 12:15 p.m. too.
Yeah, I've been known to do that, but no, it was at night, and I saw Marte got a little injured, so I turned the volume on my phone just in case.
So you did?
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
I figured there was a small chance. Didn't think it would actually happen, and then my phone started ringing, and I panicked, and I wasn't going to answer it.
You panicked? Why?
Did you know the number?
Yeah, it was the manager, his Espo from AAA.
Right.
My wife was like, "What are you doing? Pick up the phone." And I did, and then he told me.
So from there, is it you got a flight at 8 tomorrow morning, or what was the gig?
Yeah, the flight was at 7, so I got to the airport at 5:30.
Sleep?
Super early. I didn't sleep a minute.
Yeah.
Are you usually a get to the airport early guy?
Yeah.
You don't really matter because everybody fly. You all fly the way you fly. But I mean, if you were just in general going on a vacation, are you an hour and a half early?
I wouldn't have gotten there that early, but I didn't want to miss that flight.
That makes sense.
So yeah, it was me and Cole Tucker, and I don't think either of us slept a minute.
You'd be a great guy to ask because you obviously played youth baseball and then you went to college. As Matty Frecking Fields goes to 3rd and no throw over, but you played in college and then you, of course, have made it to the major leagues. Every situation is different, but your own experience, what would you kind of share with some of these little leaguers about the road to, because so many of them say, I want to be a major leaguer.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to enjoy where you're at. Don't think about that. Don't put that pressure on yourself.
Forget the major league thing.
Yeah. And to everybody out there, I'd recommend college because college was great for me. I loved it. Made a bunch of good buddies. Won some games, and it was just
a lot of games.
Yeah,
won a few. There were a lot of games won. Vanderbilt
grew as a person, grew as a player, and it was awesome.
How about the different stages? Because you're watching 10, 11, 12-year-olds here playing Little League baseball and then college and then the majors. How do you quantify and tell them, here is the difference between the levels?
I mean, as you go up, the talent's obviously going to increase, but it's still baseball, The game they're playing here is the game we're going to be playing tonight. It's just a bigger field and older guys, and, the talent's obviously crazy now, but still the same game. You got to still have fun. Keep things simple. Enjoy it, really.
Have you had that big league moment yet? I mean, that spot where you kind of look around and go, "Hey, now I realize I'm here," and it hits everybody a little bit different sometimes. But has there been that one moment where it just kind of hit you?
I mean, not a specific moment where it was like an aha moment, but just standing out in the outfield at all these different stadiums, looking up into seeing all the people in the stadium, and just realizing, I'm here right now. This is happening. It's kind of nuts.
Did you ever face a girl pitcher when you were playing at any level?
I know we played a team that had a girl who was actually a really good pitcher, but I never faced her. No.
Yeah. Maddie Freckney, really good pitcher.
That's good.
You were probably watching Monet Davis a few years ago.
Yeah, she was carving.
Pretty special, right?
Yeah, she was good.
She was carving. All right, well, just back on the field for you for a second. You are having a magical season. So what is the secret to the success? Is it just reducing it to it's the same game I was playing when I was 12?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. You know, been playing this game a long time. You know how to play it.
But you're succeeding at such a high level against major league pitching.
Yeah, just trying to keep everything simple and, you know, have fun, stay loose, and really enjoy it, and the rest will take care of itself.
Most people can't do that. No, I'm serious. It's not a flippant comment. I mean, it's just it sounds simple. It's not simple. I mean, you're facing the best guys in the world every night.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
Single here will play to run, and the ball is finally dragged in by the catcher. It moves Virginia into a 9-0 advantage here in the third.
So you talked about it. I'm just interested. You talked about the college route. What about that route? What about Vanderbilt and the run that you had there prepared you for what's happened here the last few years?
I mean, Vanderbilt.
Hey, you're doing an awesome job.
They get crazy pitchers every year, and you know, I got to face that every fall. That prepared me to go play in the SEC, which is the best conference in the country for baseball, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, I mean, it set me up for what was next. And yeah, Tim Corbin, what he's doing over there is crazy. You know,
it's fun to watch. You get another one this year.
He's building something pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
And you were a part of that foundation. Really cool. Hey, thanks, man, very much for being with us. Enjoy the day.
Thanks.
Yeah,
kids are excited to see you.
Congratulations. Fun to watch.
Ryan Reynolds joining us here in the booth, a pitching change. And you can see it over at Volunteer with the Team Mexico. They're getting set for their game, and it's not going to be an easy one. They're going to have to deal with Japan. And look at how Chris Archer is dealing with the kids from Japan as well. He bows out of respect. And meantime, the bus ride of the Great Lakes kids. Sure, I rode over. Had a couple of Cubs there. We're laughing, we're smiling, we're having a blast.
Another Sunday. Just another Sunday.
It's the typical Sunday in the life
Why
of a
wouldn't
leaguer.
I do this?
Got Kyle Hendricks giving some advice on maybe a breaking ball.
Learn that changeup right now.
Exactly.
You got a 15-minute ride to the ballpark.
Good
Let me
point.
see the changeup.
Good point. There's Kyle Crick down there as well. He could give some football advice. We found that out, as well as he can give advice on playing Major League Baseball. So you want to play Little League, and why wouldn't you if you're world? Forget the United States teams. They don't get exposed to Major League Baseball at all. And here you are driving on a bus with them. I got to believe that's like an out-of-body experience.
We've talked about it. I mean, for some of these kids in the States maybe, but definitely for a lot of these kids from around the world, this is the only big league game they'll ever see.
Yeah.
And you got to hang out with them before the game. You got to walk on the field before the game. That's quite a day.
Of course, the situation with our game here with Virginia leading by 9 runs. They get one more run and then don't give up any in the top of the fourth. The game will then be over. The home team not needing to bat. There is a 10-run rule with the home team up after 3.5, and then you can get into a 15-10. But I don't think we're going to get there. This one is down the line and caught it. Oh, what a play. Lucas Squire, runner tags. In fact, both runners are tagging. And wow, 2 runs are going to score on a web gem by Lucas Squire. Only the second out of the inning. So a sacrifice fly with 2 RBI. It's an incredible catch. And it is a catch.
Lucas, you're not going to forget that one, buddy, and you're going to see it a few more times tonight.
It would have been an amazing.
Boy.
Now, if you're just hypothetical, if you're the Northwest, the Midwest, and he trapped it, do you then review it to get the 2 runs off the board? I think you have to, don't you?
Well, I think,
if they call him out,
absolutely do. That'd be a first. He did not catch it.
Right.
No, he didn't catch it.
Taking it out away from my team.
In this case, he did catch it.
But 2 runs scored. Great play, Lucas. Great play. Liam Thien, though, continues to pick up some hits and RBIs and whatnot. And look out, we'll hold on to that one. Jamison Kuznia couldn't field it. Not lost during that, though, is how aware the base runners were, even on a diving catch, that we're tagging and we're going.
From second base.
This is a well-schooled Virginia baseball team. The South Riding Little Leaguers.
The pregame meal.
If you're coming to Williamsport, you've got to bury some snow cones and fried dough and everything else.
Like curveball, but slow.
Invaluable. I get my phone. I have my phone out. I'm rolling on this. There you go. Fair ball and a good job by Carson Tim. But Virginia gets a couple more on a magical day. We're going to need some. All right, should we take a look at our Honda game summary and the score 11-0. Top of the fourth inning. Minnesota's going to have to get a couple here. They have no hits. Maddie Frecking became the 6th girl to pitch in the Little League World Series. Made a terrific play. Got a strikeout. And Virginia, through a game and now 3 innings, has not allowed a hit in the Little League World Series. The first game was a 6. All that happened here today at the Little League World Series with the Major League Baseball players. So 11 pitches to kind of play with if you're Justin Lee and you want to complete this yourself and be eligible to come back on Wednesday when the winning team will play again. And it quickly falls behind 2-0. Both Justin Lee's parents come from South Korea. South Korea got another win today over your guys from Curacao.
4-0 South Korea. So they're 2-0. Got a few days off.
Jurickson Profar's brother, Jerdrick, plays on that team from Curacao. Terrific player. Is now
Fuzz.
3-0.
Fastball up 73 miles an hour today for the little Profar.
Justin Lee's mom and dad, and again, both actually from South Korea, but both were working in the United States when they met each other. Big called strike 2 on pitch number 44. Try to frame it, but that's a walk and a handful of pitches for Justin Lee. Hazelton's own, and
you can tell before you even deliver if it's going to be a strike or not where your hips are aligned. So get your hip out here, strong glove side. Land and attack, okay? You good? I'm staying with him.
All right.
Thank you, Jaime. Hey,
here we go.
Hey, you got to let me know if you're not feeling 100. If you're not feeling 100%, I'll pull you, okay? It's no big deal. You pitch great, okay?
Here we go.
Good?
You're a pitcher. What do you make of all of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you get a coach that goes out and talks to you, whether you're talking to a hitter or a pitcher, is like simplify is a good thing. Give me one thing to remember, and that one was basically don't make you move to home plate till that front foot hits. So get out over that front foot, then explode towards home plate.
Like that, ground ball, chance for a double play. Opsgarden, Hicks to first, not in time. Good hustle down the line there. Drew Law, never really a chance to turn 2. But it was one pitch, and on the way to 50, it helps. No reason to hang your heads if you're in Minnesota. You're right back at it tomorrow. You're going to have a chance to play again and keep this dream going. We'll deal with the kids from Louisiana winner yesterday. Louisiana and Rhode Island both winning on the United States side yesterday during those elimination games. The opposing hitters are now 0 for 27 against Virginia. But our guy, Jamison Kuznia, had a big 3-run home run on the regionals that got this team here in a 5-5 game, went yard, and that was the ticket punched.
Yeah, it was.
One ball. Let's go.
It's Clay Matfitt, Chris Burke going crazy on the home run.
Berkey, he gets into the Little League, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He loves it.
Berkey gets into cribbage. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Berkey's going to be into it.
Fair point. And out to the screen. I would think too. I remember the first time you walk in here. I would think that the fields, as gorgeous as they are and as beautiful, the thing that is incredibly unique about it is the idea that you got like hundreds of people on cardboard sliding down a hill.
In the backdrop.
In the backdrop. Like,
Oh, look.
There's a ride here too.
We had them sing the national anthem.
That kid just took another one out. Great. Like, you got great people watching in the distance.
Big Jamison, man, he was thinking about hitting it up to those cardboard sliders. He's gone, and now we're going to see if Lee, with one more out, can finish this off. He's sitting there at 49 pitches.
Time. Jaime. I need to confirm with these guys that he's indeed at 49 and not 50.
Yeah, this is really smart.
We got to double check right now. It is really smart.
I think it's really smart.
Because if he is at 50, if he threw another pitch, he wouldn't be eligible to go on Wednesday.
Right. That's
we
a
are
smart
confirmed.
play. We saw that the other night with New Jersey, where in fact the number of pitches they were keeping in the dugout didn't match which was on the scoreboard, and they pulled the pitcher before they really needed to. So yes, this will keep him eligible for Wednesday, and as this tournament progresses, you do start to really focus on winning it as opposed to just getting to Williamsport. I think Virginia's got some plans on winning it.
You can understand why when you're watching.
And there for a strike, Jack Brandel, last chance. Need Jack to go deep here to keep this thing rolling. On the inside corner and behind 1 and 2. This Virginia team looking to make it 2 straight no-hitters to start the 2019 Little League World Series. Fouled off. And it looked like Noah Culpepper took that one off the mask. And he got reeled back a little bit, so he'll take a few deep breaths. There's a lot of contact there, bat, ball, and mask.
What's these eyes? Oh, Bubba. Whoa.
Yeah, nothing to joke about either with the head and the concussions.
No, it's not, and that's why we're out to check right away. Out to check right away. The nice thing is when these kids show up from a safety standpoint, when a catcher's gear is good, you can possibly get.
Yeah.
Mask is going to give as much protection as possible. Caught when I was growing up, and any foul tip's just going to shake you up just for a minute. Noah's back there though.
North Carolina in 2017, the first U.S. team to go back-to-back no-hitters to start. And they are joined by Virginia. Back-to-back no-hitters to start the Little League World Series. The 6th team to do it, the 2nd by a United States team. And congratulations to Justin Lee. We've focused on planes landing. Pittsburgh, Chicago. Lee just landed that Virginia plane as he throws his 54th pitch of the day. Pretty good.
Not bad. It was the last batter he could face if he was going to stay eligible for Wednesday, and he took full advantage of it. A couple strikeouts to end the day for Justin Lee on the day. That's 6 total in 4 innings. He also reached base all 3 times, scored all 3 times.
Yep. And the kids from Virginia who have a really healthy fan base here to join them. They just went over there and celebrated with them. 2-0 start, and now a couple of days off.